This is chapter number 11. The chapter is on arithmetic and geometric progression. Now, before I tell you anything about arithmetic and geometric progression, first thing that you have to know is something called a sequence. A sequence is the arrangement of some numbers in a particular order which follows a certain rule. Okay. So that's called a sequence. Like say for example, I have written this 1, 4, 7, 10, 13, 16 and so on up to 43. Okay. Now this is called a sequence. Now the sequence which is here is arranged. These numbers are arranged in a certain way and it follows a certain rule. Now how they are arranged is, like say the first number is 1, then you have 4. Okay. The difference between 4 and 1 is 3. Second number was 4, third number is 7. The difference between these two is also 3. Next 7 and 10, the difference between these two numbers is 3. That is, with this if you add 3, you will get this. With this if you add 3, you will get 7. With 7 if you add 3, you will get 10. With 10 if you add 3, you will get 13 and so on. So this is called a sequence. So sequence is the arrangement of these numbers in a particular order and it follows a certain rule. The rule that it follows is there is a difference of 3, 3. Okay. Now that's called a sequence, and each of these numbers which are here are called terms. So this is the first term, this becomes the second term, third term, fourth term, fifth term, sixth term, seventh, eighth, ninth and so on, and this becomes the last term which is Tn, the nth term. This is called the nth term. This is called the first term, then you have the second term, third term and so on. Okay, and the last term is called the nth term. You don't know which term that is why n. Okay, so imagine that this is the 42nd term, okay, or the 15th term. It is the 15th term. Okay, so first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth are here. I put dots. Okay, and imagine this is the 15th term. So here the nth term becomes the 15th term. Okay, so n here stands for where it is present. It is the 15th term. Okay. Now, so each one is named with a particular term, and there is something called a series. This is a sequence. This, whichever I have written, is a sequence. Now there is something called a series. A series is the sum of all these terms in this sequence. In this sequence, add up all the terms, that becomes the series. That is 1 plus 4 plus 7 plus 10 plus 13 plus 16 and so on up to 43. If you add all of them, whatever value you get, that is called a series. Okay. Now, under sequence, there are two types of sequence. One is arithmetic progression, the other one is geometric progression. You're going to see about arithmetic progression first, in short AP. AP stands for arithmetic progression. This is an example of arithmetic progression which I have written. Okay, is the sequence. This sequence is called arithmetic progression. Now in this arithmetic progression, this is the first term, second term is 4, third term is 7 and so on. And that one is the nth term, the last term is the nth term. Okay. Now, the first term is always represented by an A. A stands for first term. This A is this. Okay, in our case it is 1. A value is 1. And there is something called D. D is the common difference. Everywhere you will see the difference is the same. Between this and this, the difference is 3. Between this and this, the difference is 3. Between this and this, the difference is 3. That is why common difference. Okay, everywhere the difference is 3. Okay, and that is represented by a D. So A stands for first term, D stands for common difference. Okay. Now, how to find this common difference is you can take the first term and the second term and subtract them. Okay. So in our case, the difference will be 4 second term minus the first term, which will give you 3. Or you can take the third term and the second term and subtract, that is 7 minus 4, which will also give you 3. Or you can take the fourth term and the third term and subtract, that is 10 minus 7 will also give you a 3. So in every case, the common difference is the same. So generally, an arithmetic progression can be written in this form. The first term is A. And then every time with this first term there is a 3 which is added. That's the common difference. So 3 is added, it becomes 4. Which means with the first term you add a common difference, D. So this is the first term, this becomes the second term. This is first term and this becomes the second term. And to find the third term, with A, see, with A if you add 1 once D, that gives you the second term. This is the second term, with the second term again you have to add common difference. This is the second term, with this again if you add 3 you will get 7. Which means 3 is the common difference. So add that with the second term, this is the second term, with this add 1 more D. So it becomes A plus 2D. Next one becomes A plus 1 more D, if you add to this it will become 3D. A plus 4D and so on. Okay. So this is how the arithmetic progression in general is written. First term is A, second term with this add D, so that becomes A plus D. Third term is with this you add 1 more D, so that's A. 1 more D if you add it becomes 2D, A plus 2D. With this if you add 1 more D, it will give you the fourth term, so that will be A plus if you add 1 more D with this it becomes plus 3D and so on. Okay. So this is how generally an arithmetic progression is written. Okay. Now, I've taken the same arithmetic progression 1, 4, 7, 10, 13, 16 and so on up to 43. And imagine you want to find the seventh term. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is there, seventh term you have to find. Okay. So you can add with this the sixth term, add the common difference. Common difference is 3 here. 16 plus 3 gives you 19. Imagine you have to find the 12th term. Okay, you have to find 12th term. So your n value is 12. Okay, your n value is 12. The 12th term you are going to find. So n value is 12. And you are going to find term 12 like this. Term 1 is actually the first term, that is represented as A. Term 2 in our case is 4. Okay. Term 3, A value is 1. Okay. Term 2 is 4. Term 3 is 7 and so on. Right. And you have to find the 12th term. So to find this 12th term, we have taken that n value is 12. Okay. And you have to find the 12th term. T12. T1 is term 1, T2 is term 2, T3 is term 3. So we are going to find term 12. So to find this 12th term, there is a formula that you will be using. The formula is Tn is equal to A plus n minus 1 times T. Tn, n stands for this number, whichever term you are going to find. So term, that value is equal to A stands for the first term. Then plus n is the same value. You're going to find the 12th term. So 12 minus 1 times D is the common difference. So I've written everything here. This is the formula that you're going to use, where Tn stands for the nth term that you're going to find. A stands for the first term. N stands for the term that you're going to find our term which we are going to find is 12th term. Okay? And D stands for, this D stands for common difference. Okay? Say if you take this example, let's write down all these values which are required. A first. A is the first term. How much is it? That's 1. Next, D value, common difference. You can subtract second term and the first term. That's 4 minus 1, which will give you 3. Every time it will be the same. That's why common difference. Okay? And other things that you will find. Say you're going to find the 12th term. N is 12. Okay? You're going to find the 12th term. So using this formula, if you are going to find the 12th term, T12 is equal to, now let's see the formula. The formula is this, Tn, n has changed to 12. So n value everywhere is 12. A's value, let's see A's value. A's value is 1, D's value is 3. Okay, and n is 12. So T12 is what we are going to find. T12 is equal to A's value is 1 plus n value is 12 minus 1 into D. D common difference is 3. So that should give you 1 plus 12 minus 1 is 11. 11 into 3 is 33. 33 plus 1 is 34 is the 12th term. Okay. Is this clear? Using this formula, we can find any term. Right? In our case, we wanted to find the 12th term, so we found 12th term is 34. Okay. So, I have used the same example. If the AP is 1, 4, 7, 10, 13, 16 and so on, you don't know the last term. Find term 15. We are going to find the 15th term. So let's write down what was known. The first term is represented as A. A is 1. Common difference is 4 minus 1, which is 3. And you're going to find the 15th term, which means 15 becomes n value. N is 15. And you are asked to find T15, term 15. 15th term is what? Okay. So the formula that we are going to use is this. Tn is equal to A plus n minus 1 times D. So Tn is what you are going to find. In our case, Tn becomes T15. So T15, which means n value is 15. Right? N value is 15. So wherever n comes, put 15. Is equal to A's value is 1 plus n value is 15 minus 1 into D's value is 3. So term 15 is equal to 1 plus 15 minus 1 is 14. 14 3's are 42. Add these two, term 15 is 43. So the 15th term in this series, in this sequence is 43. Okay. From exercise 11a, question number 1, subdivision 3. Find the first 6 terms of the sequence whose nth term, that is Tn, nth term which is represented as Tn, is n squared minus 2n. This is not using the formula which I told you. Tn is equal to A plus n minus 1 times t. Okay. Here it is given Tn is n squared minus 2n. So if this is what is term n, then find the first 6 terms. That means you have to find first term, second term, third, fourth, fifth and sixth. Okay. So Tn given is n squared minus 2n. So let's find the first term. T1 stands for first term is equal to, see this, n has become 1, which means wherever n comes put 1. So n is 1. 1 squared minus 2 times 1. 1 squared is 1. Minus 2 into 1 is minus 2. 1 minus 2 is minus 1 is the first term. First 6 terms you have to find. So let's find the second term. T2, which means your n value has become 2 now. So wherever n comes put 2. N squared, that's 2 squared minus 2 into n value is 2. 2 squared is 4 minus 2 2's are 4. 4 minus 4 is 0 is the second term. Now to find the third term. T3, n has become 3 now. So this is 3 squared minus 2 into 3. 3 squared is 9 minus 2 into 3 is 6. 9 minus 6 is 3. That's the third term. Fourth term we are going to find. So which means n has become 4. So this becomes 4 squared, which is there, minus 2 into n value is 4. 4 squared is 16, minus 2 into 4 is 8. 16 minus 8 is 8. That's the 4th term. Now to find the 5th term, T5. N has become 5. So this is 5 squared minus 2 into 5. 5 squared is 25, minus 2 into 5 is 10. 25 minus 10 is 15. Lastly, you will find 6th term. First 6 terms are asked, so 6th term we are going to find. So n has become 6, which means this is 6 squared minus 2 into 6. 6 squared is 36, minus 2 into 6 is 12. 36 minus 12 is 24. Question was find the first 6 terms. Therefore, the first 6 terms of the sequence is, first one is minus 1, second one is 0, third one is 3, then 8, 15 and 24. That is your sequence now. It may not be an AP, but here it's just ask find the sequence with the first 6 terms. Okay. Next question. Question number 2, subdivision 4. Find the next 3 terms and the nth term of the following AP. You have to find the next 3 terms and the nth term of the following AP. This is the AP that is given 3, 2, 1 by 3, 1, 2 by 3 and so on. You have to find the next 3 terms. These are the first 3 terms. After this, 3 more terms you have to find. The next 3 terms. So it means you have to find 4th, 5th and 6th term. Okay. For that, first write down what you know. First term is A, which is 3. Common difference is this one minus this one. So D is 2 3s are 6 minus 1, 6 plus 1, that's 7 by 3 minus the first term, that's 3. LCM is 3, 7 minus this becomes 9. 7 minus 9 is minus 2 by 3 is the common difference. Okay. Now you are asked to find the 4th, 5th and the 6th term. Next 3 terms it says, you know first, second, third. You have to find 4th, 5th and 6th. I am not going to use any formula. Because I know the 3rd term, with this I will add the common difference, you will get the 4th term. After getting the 4th term, add the common difference, you will get the 5th term. After getting the 5th term, add the common difference, you will get the 6th term. So, first, second, third term is known. Term 4 we are going to find is 3rd term, that is this, plus the common difference is this, minus 2 by 3. LCM is 3. This is 1, 3 is 3, 5 minus 2 by 3. 5 minus 2 is 3 by 3, which will give you 1. So after this is 1. Now with this, add the same common difference minus 2 by 3, you will get the 5th term. So term 5 is 4th term, which is 1, plus the common difference is minus 2 by 3. LCM is 3, 1 becomes 3, then plus into minus is minus, 2 remains the same. 3 minus 2 is 1 by 3 is the 5th term. 4th term was 1, 5th term is 1 by 3. Now to get the 6th term with the 5th term, add the common difference minus 2 by 3. So 1 by 3 plus common difference is minus 2 by 3. LCM is 3, this becomes 1 and this is minus 2. 1 minus 2 is minus 1 by 3. Is your 6th term. So next 3 terms you form. 4th term, 5th term, 6th term. It's also asked find the nth term. You have to find term n. Okay. So for that, Tn is equal to, let's use the formula, a plus n minus 1 times d. So term n is, a is value. First term, a is 3. Plus, you don't know n value, n is not known, so n remains same. Minus 1 into common difference is minus 2 by 3. Minus 2 by 3. So Tn is equal to 3 plus, multiply this here. Okay. N into minus 2 is minus 2n, so this is minus 2n. Then minus into minus is plus. 1 into 2 is 2. Then the whole thing divided by 3. You can find LCM. Tn is equal to, LCM is 3. This becomes 9. Then minus 2n plus 1. So term n is equal to 9 plus 2, that's 11, minus 2n divided by 3. This is term n. Okay. Next question. Question number 6. Find the value of x so that 8x plus 4, 6x minus 2 and 2x plus 7 will form an AP. These three values which are given forms an AP. So this is in AP. Let's assume this is the first term, this is the second term, this is the third term. So our AP is 8x plus 4 is the first term, 6x minus 2 is the second term, and 2x plus 7 is the third term. Now, we don't know for sure what is A because x is there. Okay? And you have to find the value of x. For that, the difference between the second term and the first term should give you the common difference. Right? This minus this should give you the common difference. Or, if you subtract the third term and the second term, you should get the same common difference. Okay? So what we will do is, we will find common difference in both the cases. Subtracting these two, you will get common difference d is equal to second term minus the first term. Simplify this, d value will be 6x minus 2 minus 8x minus 4. 6x minus 8x is minus 2x, minus 2 minus 4 is minus 6. That is the common difference from these two. If you subtract these two also, you should get the same common difference. So again I am finding d by using these two now. Third term minus second term. Third term minus second term. Remove the bracket. 2x plus 7 minus 6x plus 2. 2x minus 6x is minus 4x. 7 plus 2 is plus 9. In both cases, we found d, which should be the same. It's the common difference. Common difference should be same. So both the values must be equal. That is, this d value which you got and this d value you got must be the same because it's the common difference. So equate both of them. This d must be equal to this d. First d is minus 2x minus 6 is equal to minus 4x plus 9. Simplify this. Bring the 4x this side. It becomes 4x minus 2x, which is 2x. This goes that side. 9 plus 6 gives you 15. So x is equal to 15 divided by 2. So x value is 7.5. That's the common difference. Okay. Sorry. That's the value of x. Question is find the value of x. That's what we found. Our next question is question number 3. The fifth term of an AP is 34 and the 15th term is 9. Calculate the common difference and the rth term of AP. We'll come to this later. See what is known. The fifth term is 34, which means term 5 you know. T5 is 34. So T5, term 5 is 34. And the 15th term is 9, which means term 15 is 9. These are the two things that you know. Calculate the common difference, it says. Because you know the 5th term and the 15th term, let's use the formula for finding Tn, nth term. Tn you know is a plus n minus 1 times t. This is the formula. But first thing that you know is T5. So instead of Tn I am writing T. N has become 5 is equal to A you don't know, first term you don't know, plus N value is 5. So this is 5 minus 1 times D. But term 5 actually is 34. So instead of term 5 I am writing 34 is equal to A you don't know, plus if you subtract this you will get 4 into D, that's 4D. This is a simultaneous equation. So I have written equation 1. Now let's use the 15th term and find. Same formula. Tn is equal to a plus n minus 1 times d. Now this becomes T15 is equal to a is not known plus n has become 15. So n is 15 minus 1 times d value you don't know. But term 15 given is 9. So instead of term 15 I have written 9 is equal to a plus this is 14d. This becomes our second equation. Two simultaneous equations you got. Solve both of them. Equation 1 and equation 2. So solving equation 1 and equation 2. equation 1 is a plus 4d is equal to 34, and second equation is a plus 14d is equal to 9. These two terms are same, but both are positive. Therefore, subtract these two. When you subtract, you have to change the signs of this. This is plus, it becomes minus. This plus, it becomes minus. This plus, it becomes minus. And then you add a minus a gets cancelled. A minus a gets cancelled. 4d minus 14d is minus 10d. 34 minus 9 is 25. So d is equal to, the minus 10 goes that side, 25 divided by minus 10, which is, d's value is minus 2.5. So common difference is minus 2.5. That was our first question. Calculate the common difference. So the common difference is minus 2.5. Common difference is minus 2.5. Okay. Now, you also have to find the rth term. Before finding the rth term, by solving this quadratic equation, you got only d. Let's also find a's value. So substitute value of d in equation 1. Equation 1 is this one, a plus 4d is equal to 34. So a plus 4 times d's value is minus 2.5 is equal to 34. A, this becomes minus 10 is equal to 34. Shift this that side, a is equal to 44. You got the first term is 44. A is first term, which is 44. The second part of the question is you have to find the rth term. Again use the same formula. Tn is equal to a plus n minus 1 times t. But now you have to find term r. So this changes to tr is equal to a is 44 plus n has become r now. So r minus 1 times d's value is minus 2.5. Multiply this minus 2.5 inside. So term r is equal to 44. Then minus 2.5 into r is minus 2.5 r. Minus into minus becomes plus 1 into 2.5 is 2.5. 44 plus 2.5 is 46.5. Minus 2.5 r is the rth term. And your homework is from exercise 11a, question numbers 1 subdivision 1, 2 subdivision 1, subdivision 2, subdivision 3, 7, 13 and